Hello.
Charlotte, Alex, congratulations. Second season of Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. So exciting to conclude this series.
Thank
Yes.
you.
So we have to ask both of you is what is your approach to to set the tone for a conclusion to make this so grand, so epic, for us the audiences.
I guess we like what's epic and what's cinematic. So we're always looking for that, whatever we do in a way. And we have such amazing sets and such incredible collaborators. Like, I mean, so start with our production design, Christian Milstead and Jason, who is in charge of VFX. And we have all these sets and things to play with when we come. So, I mean, when we walk into the sets in the morning and they just look at it, we just want to film it. And so I think that it's like a gift every day.
Yeah, I mean it's on the page, right? So it's they Patrick and JD and the writers, they all everything they've written for us is so big. And so for us it's just about breaking it down to little bits and kind of working on it little by little, and taking a long time to do it, but it's a great ride.
And I think we have a responsibility of making it cinematic because what they're giving us is so incredible to play with.
Yeah.
So we just have to do it. And since this is our taste, we love that. So it makes it, I'm not saying it makes it easy, but it makes it obvious.
Of course, I thought I saw everything with Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings, but your grand battles is so enticing. It's so epic. It's so eye-catching. What were the challenges, doing these battles, and how do you want to elevate on something that was done so well long ago, but now for today's audience?
Well, there's a different story, first of all. So it doesn't tell the same story. A battle is a battle. So, I mean, you're always going to have people fighting against each other. So what you try to do is to make sure that you focus on the characters and you make it a bit personal and you understand everybody's journey, what's at stake, where they want to go. And then you try to create action that is also character driven and emotionally driven, even though we also both wanted it to look very real, very violent, very and use the elements a lot, the mud, the rain, the dust, everything, so that people would get dirty. They would, I mean, be gritty, because that was an important element. And then lighting wise, I think that Alex was working hard with all the different firelights to make sure we actually could understand the action and see it. So we're just not standing in the dark trying to guess what was going on.
Yeah. Yeah. And having a progression visually throughout, we had night, we had dawn, we had sunrise, we had day, we have, and it kind of is mirroring an emotional arc that takes place throughout the battle, and kind of charting that and making sure that we understand what's happening, and then turning it on its head at the end of episode 7. You think you're going to get some relief and then you don't, and how heartbreaking that is. I think that was something I was proud how that came together.
But it was a huge amount of planning.
Yeah. Logistically.
And I think probably it's funny because I keep saying, like, everybody asks us about the challenge, and obviously it's the mud because it was very hard to move around in. But another challenge we had, now that I think about it, is that we spoke about a lot with Alex, is that the end of episode 7, the sun had to go up. And that had to be done at a very specific time of the day. So I needed to make sure he was actually on my back to make sure that
Yeah.
no, we had to make sure that we had finished shooting the battles, so Alex had time to light it for dawn and for sunrise.
Yeah.
And that's something very difficult to plan when you have all these different elements and you don't know how long anything's going to take.
Yeah. And logistically you had let's do a sunrise over a 400, 500 foot long set, probably maybe more, probably 600 foot long set, hundreds of people on it, and make it feel real. The sunrise is completely artificial. We couldn't rely on the British sun to come out for us in the right time. And so we had to create it, and to create that effect was a lot of planning.
But it had to be in a specific time of the day. It could not be created at noon.
Yeah. We couldn't have two suns.
No.
So yeah, it was tricky.
Yeah, the magic that you guys pulled off between light and dark and everything, the dust, the debris throwing at you. I don't know how you guys could sit through all that, but you managed to pull it off. So thank you very much for carrying this conversation with us about the conclusion of Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. Thank you.